Holy crap.
It's me, Monster Mack.
And training number 1.
And we got a special guest for you because it's the Monster Mack Podcast.
The Mack Cast, as I like to call it.
The
and we're here.
Mack Cast, really?
Yeah, the Mack Cast.
Now, we are bringing you the Mack Cast. That's a good word. I like that.
Yeah, me too. That's why I
We're
made
bringing
it
it
up.
to you by popular demand. I at least heard like 4 people tell me that we should have a podcast.
You know, we hear it all the time. It's like, why not do a podcast? We got the capabilities. We're obviously very talented. Why not slap it on the internet for other people to enjoy?
And speaking of them capabilities, we put down the cash, and we finally got some new equipment, so we're making this podcast from wherever the hell we want.
It is a traveling podcast right now. We're on the road to a show in Normandy, France.
No, Trini, don't bullcrap them.
I'm lying.
We're really in Trevor's room.
Yep, we are.
There seems to be trash and laundry, dirty laundry everywhere.
Trevor's not even here. We're literally in his house, in his bedroom. He's not here.
If you know Monster Mack, you know Trevor because he's not a source site
if you might not know him by name, but the goofy-looking guy with the afro and the sideburns, that's usually either filming the show or selling our merchandise.
It's mainly his sideburns and afro that gets recognized.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, he has some kind of judo karate afro going on. I don't know what it is.
Mac, we're too busy babbling about Trevor right now. We forgot to mention about the 3rd podcast host. He's making a big debut.
Well, training number 1, to tell you personally, I was going to keep it a secret until the end of the show. But you ruined it. So here you are, Monster Mack fans. We got a special guest, a 3rd member of the team. You might have seen him before in Showcase Pro Wrestling as our manager or in WCW, Welling City Wrestling. It is training number 9.
Hey, what the heck is up, guys? What's going on?
Not much. Training number 9. Now, little do you people know, training number 9 does not have a microphone, so both me and Mac have to point the microphone towards his face.
No, pretty much I'm just sticking that microphone right in his face anytime I ask him a question. But training number 9 is glad to have you here at the podcast. We're going to show the Monster Mack fans, give them a little insight about training number 9. They might not know who you are. You've taken on sweet wrestling superstars like Keanu in the Showcase Pro Wrestling ring. And tell the fans a little about yourself.
Yeah, that guy actually really hurt. Just get that microphone. I'll just put it 2 inches back.
Which mic?
Can't hear you 2 inches back. It's going to be real close.
Does it have to be directly against my nose?
It does.
No, which mic would you prefer? Trainee's mic or my mic in your face?
A combination of both mics.
It makes me feel more comfortable to have both, so just stick it right there.
All right, here we go.
All right. What do you want to know? You want to know where I came from? Where I've been?
We'll set the story up, okay? So me and Monster Mack, we're out shopping. We're buying some salad.
Save a lot,
of course. We're out buying some salad, some kale shakes, and we hop back in the Mac van. And as Mac's pulling out backwards, boom, hits the shopping carriage of this homeless crackhead with a giant beard.
He was very addicted to crack, and his beard was very big. You're absolutely right about that, train number 1.
Think a white Kimbo Slice.
A skinnier,
a crackhead white version of Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. He's very bald up on top. But training number 1, there's too many trainees in this room.
You could just call me trainee. You call him training number 9.
All right, training number 1.
Yes, just trainee.
Trainee
for sure.
For sure. Wasn't a normal looking. He wasn't a normal crackhead. I looked deep in his eyes.
You could see it sparkle in his eyes that there was something there.
I knew there was something there. So I put a little proposal down. You know what I mean?
We told him to pick up all his empty bottles that splattered everywhere.
There was quite some damage done to the Mac van too.
There was. Put down the crack pipe.
Yeah. I thought there was more than just a crackhead in this guy. So we decided to take him under our wing. We told him all about the training school.
We gave him a reduced fee to join the training school.
Yeah,
we just took whatever money he had plus the bottles.
But he had to jump off the crack. You know
of course, you're going to get off the crack, Mac.
So training number 9, tell us about your life of crack-free life that you live now.
Well, the crack-free life that I live right now is pretty sweet, I gotta tell you guys. You know, when you first saw me, I was a little bit down on my luck. I had a few I had crabs in my beard, and I had crabs just that lived under my hat that I wore. And when you guys saw me, I was pretty much flat broke. But you know something? Crashing into the Mack Mobile was probably the best thing I ever did. When I joined the Monster Mack training school, I knew it was my duty to make you guys love me as much as I love you.
Wow.
There was crabs everywhere. You were absolutely
Yeah, he was
right about that.
He's not mentioning the crabs in his private areas.
So we sent
for
them,
obvious reasons,
we sent them
ladies.
straight to the doctors.
We cleaned that up for him.
Cleaned them all up, and now we're trying to shape him into the best Monster Mack we can make.
Yeah, the best ever, I'd say. Well, second to you, third. You, me, then him.
I would say he's probably in about 9th place right now.
Right now, since he's training number 9. Yeah, that's a good call, I'd say.
Yeah, well, there's
T9, I like it. It's got a good ring.
there's a ranking here in the Monster Mack training school, but this podcast is not all about training number 9.
No,
Because
Mac.
the Monster Mack fans, they want to know what's going on. They want to know what Monster Mack's been up to. And in fact, I've been up to quite a lot.
Have you, Mac? Because I've been chilling on the couch, eating Cheetos.
Is that
no, that's not true. That's not where I've been
Is
at
that
all.
where you've been?
No,
Because
no,
I
no.
was in the
I've been
gym.
hitting the gym, brother.
Oh, were you?
Eating those rice cakes, huh?
I love the rice cakes, though, with the slight caramel frosting on top. Delish.
You must have been at General Fitness because I didn't see you at Planet Fitness.
Yeah. No. I was in the Mac home gym.
Oh, the gym
Yeah,
that we have at the training school.
Of course.
you know. I personally don't like to work out there. Not enough chicks.
Yeah, too many trainee dudes just staring at you awkwardly,
Yeah,
right?
weird. They have a secret crush on me. I don't know what's up with that. Probably because they're in training to become me, which is the Mackadus Monster Mack.
So, Mac, you said you've been busy. Tell me what you've been up to.
Oh, I think I've been up to a lot, and I don't know why you're asking me to tell you because you've been right there on the side of me.
Well, Mac, how about you tell the fans then?
I'll tell the fans. Listen up, Monster Mack fans.
That's
I've been
all
doing a
8
lot.
of you.
We've been hitting the studio. We're back. The Monster Mack show has been filming its 3rd season.
Ooh, we've been filming the 3rd season. Is that at the same time the 2nd season's airing?
Yes, it is. Training number 1.
Oh, thanks, dude.
And it's been going
Thanks for
pretty
answering.
great. We filmed our first episode for the 3rd season.
Right.
As you fans know, the 2nd season's been up on monstermack.net. We're on our 3rd episode.
Well, I'm not sure when this podcast is going to
We
air.
might
but
be on our 4th episode.
Yeah, maybe the 4th episode. Maybe we'll wait. Maybe I don't know.
But the episodes have been going pretty sweet. They really get better as they go along, in my opinion.
Right.
But
your opinion is very biased, I'd say, since the show is named after you.
that is very true. But what I have to say is this 3rd season, we're not messing around, training.
It's true. I mean, even the filming training number 9 makes his Monster Mack show debut.
Not really. I was basically in the bathroom the whole time. Taco Tuesday, remember?
No, I remember Taco Tuesday did some dangerous things to your tummy, pal, but you still made it on the episode. There's been a few episodes where Mac hit the toilet, too, so...
Well, don't spoil it too much. We don't want to give it away.
I said toilet, man. That doesn't really give it...
season spoilers going
Training
on.
number 9 goes to the bathroom at one episode. Uh-oh. Spoiler
We're
alert.
giving away
Sorry.
too much info here,
Spoiler
Training.
alert.
But it's been a really we filmed our first scene for the 3rd season.
Right.
I thought it went pretty well. We got some Hottie McHot-Hots coming down.
Oh, wham! As I like to say.
Yeah, we
Wham!
Wham!
Training number 9 also says it.
training number 9. I noticed them girls were staring you up and down the whole shooting. What happened after the shooting? Give us some insight on what went down. Did you get any numbers? You know what I mean?
Well, I approached a few girls. I said, hey, ladies, I got wine. You got faces. Let's make out. And then they promptly left. But I did follow them to the park. And they...
He's got the pickup lines down. He just
yeah,
needs
you know
better
what
delivery. Better delivery.
I noticed you used Monster Mack pickup line number 27. Very nice.
You've got wine. I mean, I've got wine. You've got faces.
That is
Let's
exactly
make out.
how it goes. But you're listening to Monster Mack Podcast going down right now with
The Monster Mack
training number
Podcast is
9
brought to you by MonsterMack.net,
and the MonsterMackShow.com.
which brings you to the same website.
Now, training number 1.
Yes.
I was reading my Monster Mac Show podcast contract,
Right.
and I really thought it said that I would have funny sound effects in here. What's going on?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't know how to make the funny
You don't
sound
know?
effects. No, I
It
don't.
was in the contract.
Right,
though.
I didn't
read
write the
that.
contract, man. I just signed a paper, and then they're like, "Hey, you're the one that's gonna figure this stuff out." I don't do that stuff, man. I'm just plugging shit in. Oop, I said the S word. It's
I
okay,
think
not a
the-
big deal.
We're allowed 3 S words
In one show,
in one
the
show.
Monster Bag podcast is for a kind of mature
C-bombs,
audience.
Training number 9. No,
yeah,
C-bombs.
no C bombs.
We
How
can
many?
use
No,
some
3Ds. How many Ds?
Different variety of.
If you can hear it on Always Sunny on FX, you can hear it on our show.
I believe.
He's saying
Dang It
"dang
is
it,"
one.
and "dwam" is the other one, right?
Yeah, and the last one is douche.
Oh, douche.
Yeah.
Douche.
Hey.
No. You can only say it once.
No, we already dropped the 3 Ds.
Oh, son of a gun!
So
I don't know what
we're
we're gonna
not
do
allowed
now.
to use them.
So
It's
the rest
in
of the podcast
it's
is
in
gonna
the
be.
contract.
Listen up, parents. If you want to skip over any of the bad words, skip the last 30 seconds of this podcast, and the rest of it should be semi-clean.
But we have some more Monster Mac news for you fans out there. Not only have we started the 3rd season,
Yeah, well, let's talk a little bit about season 2. I'd say.
season 2, that's a very good topic to talk about. On
Now,
the
Mac,
Monster
people are going to be
podcast.
like a lot of people that have known us, for a while. Some of our fans have known us for a few years now. We started doing the Monster Mac Show in 2005.
It's been
We banged out a really long first season with like 30 episodes or something like
yeah,
that.
something like
We
27.
just-
I
yeah,
think.
27 episodes, and then we took some time off, filmed season 2, and season 2 has been like up in the air for like 3 or 4 years.
It's been a while. We're holding it back from the fans.
Now, why did we hold it back, Mac? Can we talk about
Well,
that?
I personally thought the fans weren't ready for hot Monster
You-
Mac
you-
action.
You don't feel like they were ready?
Yeah.
I feel like it had a lot to do with the fact computer crashed right like a week before the release date for season 2.
That might have had something to do with it. I personally thought that my body looked too hot. You know what I mean? I didn't want
and
the
you needed
girls.
to prepare the people for the hot bod you had.
Yeah, I had to tone it down a little bit. Stop working out so hard. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry, man. I'm looking good in them jerseys.
No, I'm not talking
Looking
about
kinda
you
slender.
working out hard.
Oh,
I'm saying-
I thought you were saying I looked great.
I'm saying I have to stop working out so hard.
I think you need
But-
to work out a little bit harder. I'm not going to lie to you.
But I've been looking good. I've said, I think the people are ready, trainee.
Right.
So
Which people?
the Monster Mac fans out there and the ladies. You
Okay,
can't
okay.
forget about them ladies.
I never forget about the ladies. I'm not going to lie to you.
So we've started releasing the episodes.
Right. So the computer crashes. Boom.
Yeah, kabang.
A week before
See,
it happens.
That's perfect. The sound effect would have been
Kabang.
great.
Maybe like a. That was a terrible sound effect. Maybe like a computer noise after that or something. That's all right, I guess. So computer crashes, and it turns out that we were told we lost everything that was on the computer,
Everything.
and it was a pretty big bummer. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we spent a couple years debating.
Years. That's a long debate, my friend.
No, not debating. We spent a couple. Well, yeah, maybe we were debating.
Am I too sexy or am I not too sexy?
No, not
Should
quite
I
that
tone it
question.
down? I don't
Should
know.
we refilm season 2, or what? You know what I mean? Because we were at that like, oh man, we got all this
But-
old footage. We're gonna have to redub it, reshoot it, all
Luckily,
this
my
stuff.
friend, I realized that we still had all the boxes of the tapes in my basement.
Yes, sir.
So we went down there. We dug up the old footage. We had to re-edit a lot of episodes. But in my opinion, after it was all said and done, I really think the episodes came out even better, Trainee.
Now the original episodes were a half an hour for the public access station that we aired in the city, and we cut them down to roughly. Some of the episodes are about 7 minutes, all the way up to 15. And I believe the Wizard of Oz episode, spoiler alert, is like 22 minutes long.
That's
That's
right.
not bad. It's a cool Wizard of Oz.
That's very long.
It's not that. It's 8 minutes cut out from what it originally was.
That's long. It's very long.
It's okay. It's a good episode. There's lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
And we also got we like to mix it up a little more. You fans, if you're going to be watching the second season, which I hope you are.
I would hope so too.
You're going to see a lot of different stuff on the show. We got all kinds of wacky stuff. We came up with some wacky storylines. I really like a lot of the episodes, but on the third season, we're going to try to get out there a little more. We have HD cameras.
That's right, HD footage.
We have this nice sound mixer. We're going to try to get out there and do some crazy stuff. And
Can I say one more swear? Just one more swear.
What does it start with?
A.
Astronomical?
No, I was gonna say that in season 2, Monster Mac kicks a whole lot of ass.
I'm not sure what he means by that.
I think he means that I literally kick people in the buttocks.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I've seen it happen. Also, you get your buttocks kicked.
No. Do I? I have to watch that again. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you do. You get beat up a lot, but you know something? You just give it back, you know. You just beat those guys down, and I'm just so happy to be a part of this.
I'm very happy to hear that. Mr. Number 9. But personally, I really like the new addition of Training Number 9 to the 3rd season of the Monster Mac show.
To the 3rd season, also to our wrestling.
Yes, that as well. He's
wrestling
out there.
shows.
He's watching our back. He didn't do so well when he wrestled Keanu.
No,
but
did the JOB real quick.
that was also his first match as
over his
Training
poop,
Number
though.
9.
He was over his poop.
Yes, the fans were into the number 9. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, number 9 is really easy to chant.
They were literally chanting my name, and I was just getting the crap just punched out of me left and right, and they didn't care.
Now,
You know, it makes you wonder why they would continue to chant my name, even though I was just getting murdered in front of them. I don't get it.
I think they wanted to see you with a big Fire Superman comeback, my friend.
I personally think that you leaving the red cape on during the match
Bad
was your
choice.
downfall.
You know, the last time you wore a cape in the ring, too, you got all messed up. Redemption, karate chopped you in the head, kicked you in the crotch, threw you over the top rope, and then yanked you up by the cape. And you got eliminated, and your cape
I
ripped.
had a neck around. I had a mark around my neck for like a month.
He did. It looked like he tried to hang himself or something.
No,
It
that
looked great.
wasn't. I was telling people that I was with this kinky girl who likes to top with bandages and ropes and all kinds of stuff.
That story might actually be true. And
That story
the
is
cape,
true,
The cape
my
story
man.
might not be real.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
we
what
were
it is.
making that cape stuff up. If hopefully you weren't at that WCW show and seeing it.
Well, Mac, like I was saying about the wrestling, right now we have a new DVD out called
That's
Mack
right,
Attack,
my
the
friend.
Mockumentary.
Now, personally, Trini number 1, you were there. You seen the DVD. Give
did,
us
I
your
did.
thoughts on it. What do you think about? No, I'm not talking to you. Did
not,
I say
not-
1?
No, you just said Trainee, which is
Oh, well,
which
I
is
was
what
talking
Trainee
to
number
that
1 is
Trainee.
short for.
God
You're supposed to
damn
call
it.
him Trainee number 9. See,
Trini number 9. You've seen the Mack Attack DVD personally. You've been out there. You were actually there at the premiere. Was he at the premiere?
I have no idea. I don't know.
No, I don't think he was.
I'm going to say no, but he's watched
You've
the
seen
DVD
it on
at the training
DVD
school.
at
We
the
have it
training
playing on
school.
a constant loop at the training school. Everybody's bumping in the ring.
Give us your feelings about it.
I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about. I was supposed to be in that DVD the whole time. You guys cut me out. Every scene.
Yeah, but your interview wasn't very good. You're like, well, I just met this Monster Mac guy. I used to smoke crack. No, I don't smoke crack. And
We're trying
end of
to
story.
Keep it crack friendly. You know what I mean?
We already had training number 3 turn into drugs and debauchery. We don't need to talk about how training number 9 was on drugs and debauchery.
But don't worry, Trinity number 9, our next Monster Mac DVD release, I'm sure we'll have plenty of room for your crack ways.
Well, that's very good to hear. And, you know, crack is all well and good. But when it comes to
Crack is not well and good. I just want to interject that real
don't
quick.
listen to that
Yeah,
part.
don't listen to training number 9. He's got an addiction.
He still has it, you know what I mean?
You know, but I try to phase that part of my life out. But you want me to talk about your DVD, right?
Yes, sir.
Hold the microphone. I don't want to hold it in front of your face for you. Take it.
It's just been sitting there. I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to your DVD, Mac, I'd have to say, you ever seen that movie, A Beautiful Mind?
Nope.
It's starring Russell Crowe. I would have to say that movie is just about on par with your documentary.
Well, I appreciate that. If it has Russell Crowe in it, it must be a good one. But would you compare it to Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No,
No.
I can't do it.
No, you can't do that.
That's a stretch.
I personally seen the
You're not a
Mack
Commando
Attack
fan. Is that the problem? He's
and
not a Commando fan.
and I thought they were both great.
Yeah, I agree, Mac. Commando and Mack Attack, both great films. Arnold Schwarzenegger not in Mack Attack though, but the
Fully.
Mack Attack does feature me,
Training number 1.
mostly just me.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
That's
a
all I
few
care
other
about.
superstars in there.
Oh, there's some other people in there.
There were other people in
like
there.
I was like, kid, you ever see Man on the Moon? Bullshit, my line,
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
bull-
Oh, so you
that was
only
me.
cared
Yeah,
about-
I was just like, I don't know who these other guys are.
So pretty much when you're watching the DVD, you just hit the skip button. Just
Yeah,
to
until I
watch all
see
your
me.
parts.
I fast forward times 8, and I'm like, oh, play.
Well, if you haven't seen the Monster Mack documentary, Mack Attack, it's a really good one. It starts off with the beginning of my career, and it goes over the TV show that I have.
It basically marks Monster Mack's break into wrestling, builds until now, and well, not now technically, but when you left wrestling a few years ago before we broke back into the indie scene as a tag team. This just describes the history of Mack, where I came from, where the Monster Mack show came from, and it just gives a fan an all-around view of Mack and me, kinda.
Yeah, and what I used to do on the old TV show called Wrestling View,
Right.
I had my own segment called Monster Moments. It goes
And,
over that.
A lot of people on that show was Peter Graves, Scotty Jive, Chad Hart, Casey Shooter.
Bloodstone,
Bloodstone is in the documentary.
This is a big name, Bloodstone.
Scott Levesque.
Anthony
huh?
Stone, some of you
Throwing
might
out the
know
big
from
names.
Shikara. Scott Levesque, sensational Scott Levesque in the documentary. Das Minutemen, you might know them from Shikara or what was that?
Gay porn.
Oh, Jay number 9 says gay porn. That's up to him. I don't know
thought
what
I
he
seen
watches.
that in one
Yeah,
of
is that
them.
what that was about? I'm pretty sure they just did a Beyond Wrestling taping too. And I'm gonna have who else is in there? I was
don't know.
everybody. Oh,
Did you mention me?
Will Thorne?
Oh,
Thorne.
yeah.
He's in there. And Fat Jordan
So if
with
you
his T-shirt
fans-
off, real drunk.
Jordan. Yeah, he was very drunk.
Mack Attack, the Monster Mack DVD, found in all Monster Mack merchandise booth locations.
And on MonsterMac.net in the web store.
So if
you
you
can
have-
buy it, Mac. You don't even tell them the best part. You can buy it on DVD or digital download.
Well,
iTunes. That's the future. The future is iTunes, and the future is now.
Well, this is going to be on iTunes. I don't think Mac Attack is going to be on iTunes.
I think the Mack Attack invented iTunes. Do you agree?
No, I do not.
so
Who did? Who? No, I want to know.
Bill Gates, that's my assumption. We're trying to plug something here, man. Jesus.
So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's Mack Attack, the Mackumentary.
That's it. That's the end of the plug.
That's the end of the plug.
That's why I yelled at him for you to
Well,
get
we-
that one last plug in.
We only got a half an hour podcast for you this time. See how things go out. It's going pretty smooth in my opinion, but we're going to move on to what's going on in the wrestling ring, trainee. Number
like,
one.
Right now, what's going on in the wrestling
What's
ring?
going on right now?
Well,
because
today's date is November, I don't even know, 7th, 8th, something like that, right?
Yeah,
Thursday?
Today's a Thursday. So we have a weekend of wrestling shows this weekend.
very important matches
We have
coming
a
up,
we have a
trainee.
match against none other than Nick Knight and Mark Damon for the Showcase Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships this weekend. So by the time you hear this, we may be the Showcase Pro Wrestling Tag
It
Team
is
Champions.
a possibility. I feel like a champion already. Because I'm not going to be messing around this whenever this match is.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
is the
Which was
match.
probably like 4 days ago when you're actually hearing this. But I'm not going to be messing around. I'm bringing my all. I've been hitting the gym nice and hard. And I'm going to hit Mark Damon right in the face.
Nice and hard, I hope.
Yes, nice and hard. But that's not all, Trinity number one.
No,
because
no,
the
Mac,
fans have
because
been
on,
loving Mack Attack. And we got another tag team action.
Well, we got some
coming
other
up.
shows in between there, but
That's
I
right.
know what you're specifically talking about. I don't know the dates off the top of my head, to tell you the truth.
You don't know
If
the
you-
dates?
I don't. Do you know the dates?
I don't know. I come to you for the dates.
They're on the website. That's how I do it. We
All
tell the
right.
web dude.
I have to go to
We-
monstermac.net.
Go to
check it out.
monstermac.net and find out when we're wrestling.
See you the next time I'm wrestling.
Yeah, well, why don't you just tell these fans to go to monstermac.net if they want to know when you're wrestling?
Well, that's what we're saying right now.
Plug the website.
No, I have to go to monstermac.
Yeah, he has to go to monstermac.net. You should go to monstermac.net to find out where we're wrestling too. But Mac, you're talking about Thanksgiving night.
That's right.
We are going to be taking on the Convicts in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Whaling City Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
The Convicts are no joke, training number one.
Now, Mac, do you
Yeah.
feel like the Convicts are going to have an advantage on us since we'll be all filled with turkey and they're filled with nothing but sweet, sweet prison meat?
I feel I feel like they might have an advantage because you never know what they keep in them orange tights of theirs. There could be a shiv. There could be
A shiv?
yeah, a prison knife.
Yeah, no, I know what it is.
You know what I mean?
I hope they don't have a shiv. I'm not gonna
It's like a piece
yanked
of
up for the
glass
title
with duct
cut up.
tape around it for the handle.
Yeah, something.
Something like that.
You guys have beat them once, but you think that you can beat them twice in a row.
I think I can.
No stopsies, no timeouts.
I don't know.
Wait. No stopsies.
No stop.
I didn't agree to no stopsies.
These are the rules that they've informed me about and told me to tell you, but I forgot they told me like last week.
Was it
Who's calling you? Who's calling you and telling you these rules?
Was it Sergeant Muldoon?
It's that damn Candino.
Yes, it was actually Sergeant Muldoon. Yeah, he was outside. He said, "Hey, tell those Monster Max." I said, "Go away, Sergeant Muldoon."
Training number 9 still had the contact from when he did the Mack News.
Oh, that's right.
I remember he did the
yeah,
exclusive interview with him at the jail cell. He must,
What do you guys think? That one? You talking about that one?
yeah, he must have.
What did you guys think about my interview? I thought it was pretty sweet and smooth. And you know what? I got a lot of info, guys. You got to give me that.
Well, training number 9, if you can do me a favor and call up Muldoon and confirm if there's stopsies or not in that match. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if there's stopsies, but I'll tell you right now, Mac, if there's no stopsies, we're going to go at 110% full speed all
I'm
the
going
time.
125. I don't know about that 110 stuff.
Whoa, 125.
Because I
dude,
want them belts back.
You're going to save at least 15% of the love for the ladies.
Oh, yeah, that's after the match, though. Of course, we got to get...
Whoa, that was sexy right there.
Why, thank you, sir. I've been working on that one.
Not many people can wipe their nose all over their sleeve and make it look attractive.
Oh, yeah, but I have it down-packed, my friend. So, in that match, it's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. It's going to be a tough one, but it's for the Whaling City Tag Team Championship, belts that we're very familiar with.
That's right, Mac. We are the former Whaling City Wrestling Tag Team Champions until just recently, Summer Bash. The Convicts, Muldoon, they pulled some tricky tactics. They took the championships. We're not going to let it fly.
No, definitely not. I'm going to do a full cavity search on all the convicts.
What you want to do before the match, Mac, is up to you, but...
Wait a minute. I'll have the referee do a full cavity
There it
search.
is. Referee Izzy Green or Frank Metello.
We'll make sure that nothing dirty goes down because they're very known for their dirty tactics that they learned in prison. How'd they go in prison anyways? Training number 1. Training number 9.
I'm training number 1. Yeah, he's
I hear
9.
you have some backstories of how they actually went into prison because I know you're talking to Sergeant Muldoon in the interview. So I know they probably went for separate offenses. Let's talk about Convict 154535.
All right, Convict 154345. I got a little bit of info on that guy. You know something? He's a real bad dude. The first time I ever heard his story, I actually cringed a little bit, and I actually peed myself a little bit.
Oh, a little bit of pee?
Yeah, just a little bit of pee. But you know something? Nobody noticed, and everyone was real professional about it, so, it wasn't a big deal. But, yeah, what he did was it was just so bad. I don't even want to talk about it, actually.
If you don't want to talk about it.
You can't talk about it on the air? Is that what you're saying?
I will pee myself again, you guys.
We can't afford to pay for
No,
somebody to come
please-
and clean Trevor's bed.
Please do not pee in Trevor's room again.
Again. Which
So-
Trevor's bed's not really a bed, it's a futon.
I don't know about Convict 15455, but I know about Convict 17375.
I know about him, too.
And he went down for a serious crime. He was in Walmart pocketing candy. I seen that. I didn't see it personally, but I heard all about it on the internets. He was pocketing candy, and I believe he also got away with a $5 DVD.
From the $5 bin, of course.
Yes, but luckily Walmart's aspect protection,
Whoa.
them guys who
Yeah,
stop people from stealing stuff.
Yeah, Walmart
I
security.
believe they caught him and he went straight to the prisons.
Mac, I hate to tell you, pal, but time is up.
Time is up.
Half an hour flew by real quick.
Wow, I thought that went pretty damn well.
I'd say so myself. We don't have to be exactly a half hour. This is kind of the trial podcast, but
No, we're sticking with a half an hour. So
we're gonna stick with a half an hour.
Oh,
What if we
yeah.
have like a legitimate guest on, not just training number 9?
yeah, I think we got all the Mac news down and out
Yeah,
into the fans' ears.
right.
So I'm Monster Mac.
I just heard a wolf howl.
That was not a wolf howl. It just what is it? Not degreet. Say bye.
Yeah, see you later, guys.
What-
I'm very scared.
What is Trevor home? We're gonna get out
Yeah,
of his room?
yeah, he's gonna get all pissed over in his room. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Training Number 1. Thank you for listening.
To the Monster Mac podcast. We'll catch you next time.